Merry Christmas. Nothing says Merry Christmas like the intro to Dead to Us. Welcome to another episode of Dead to Us. We're coming to you live from the Content Factory with my beautiful co-host who just got done making Christmas cookies, Shire Spence. How are you, baby?
I'm great.
What did you just make for the people?
I made my grandma's Santa Claus cookies that she's been making since 1950. She first made them in Japan, and they're a holiday tradition. And everybody in my family makes them, and then they, for some reason, feel the need to ship them to each other. So we all end up getting packages of the same cookies that we're already making from the exact same recipe. So that's kind of a weird thing.
Well, yeah, that's like a family tradition.
The cookies are, yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know why we're mailing them to each other, but
Trying to pump up the volume. Is that echoey, you think? I feel like it's a little echoey.
We're doing better this week. We're plugged in.
Yeah, that's true. But this fucking microphones, man. I just want it to be loud enough for the fans.
I think it's loud.
Okay. Doesn't look like you're ever loud on the thing because you talk so quiet.
My face is in the microphone. I don't
Okay.
know what to do.
Well, welcome to another episode of Dead to Us. It is the day before Christmas Eve.
It's Christmas Adam.
What's that? Is that like Adam and Eve?
Yeah. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Today's Christmas Adam.
Oh, I've never knew that was a thing. So I guess that's better than my dumb joke, which was going to be Christmas Eve.
Yeah, no.
You want? Well, to get us in the Christmas spirit, you have been baking Christmas cookies all day, which is exciting.
Yeah.
They're good.
They are good.
So explain the family recipe.
It's like a sugar cookie. It's a cutout sugar cookie of Santa Claus's face. And then before you bake them, you put raisins in for his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he comes out of the oven, we all freeze them and then take them out of the freezer and then ice them because they hold up a little bit better when you do that.
And they taste amazing.
And they taste amazing.
All right. What are we doing with the ones that you made?
Well, tomorrow we're going to be, or Christmas Eve, we'll be at the Broadmoor.
Oh, yeah. If you don't know what the Broadmoor is, it is this very, very fancy hotel in Colorado Springs. It's beautiful. Beautiful hotel. I highly recommend it.
Yeah. And we go there a lot.
That's your tradition, right?
Yes. Emily and Phil always spend the night at the Broadmoor together on Christmas Eve. They're not together.
By science.
But they do spend Christmas Eve together, and I always crash their party, but then I always leave. I never spend the night.
And now you're bringing me to help crash it.
Last year, I was really on one. So I convinced everybody that we should go walking around the Broadmoor or something instead of just sit in the room. So we decided we were on our way to one of the restaurants or one of the bars. I can't remember, but Emily and I decided that we needed to take a shot at every bar or restaurant that we passed on the way. Because the Broadmoor has 15 restaurants. I feel like they've got so we just kept stopping and taking shots of Jameson, which we don't even like Jameson. And Emily works for a whiskey company, 291. So I don't know why we were doing shots of Jameson or what we were doing, but I got so drunk. And then when I called my Uber to leave, I fell asleep in the lobby.
Of the Broadmoor?
Yep.
Won't they wake you up?
Yeah, I think I dozed off a couple times and then I was like, ooh. And then my Uber came and I was like, well, that's
a shitty... You want to wake up on Christmas Day hungover? Isn't that a bad look?
I mean, it doesn't really matter when you live by yourself.
Well, we're not. Well, I hope we don't get that drunk because it's our first Christmas together. We're so excited. I'm very excited.
Yes.
I think I talked about it last week or on other podcasts. That's been the hardest part as a comedian. The holidays are so lonely. And luckily, my girlfriend is Christmas nerd of all nerds. So I think we've had our Christmas stuff up since November. And we're in the Christmas spirit. I got stocking stuffers for you and the dog, for Teddy. I got you a bunch of presents.
I was so proud of you for getting something for Teddy.
Well, she's also mad at me because I was like, I haven't done Christmas in a long time. It's so fun. You can just get on Amazon and they'll just give you credit cards and you can just buy whatever you want and it'll be here in like 2 days. Except for I ordered some perfume for her, some fancy perfume that she wanted. What kind of perfume was it?
Chloe.
Chloe?
Mm-hmm.
Made by who?
That's who it's made by.
Oh, see. And they sent me, and it's an expensive bottle of perfume, and Amazon sent me some bullshit bottle of Avon cologne for men
called Black Suede.
Called Black Suede, which has a retail value of like $9. They just totally grinched. So you're not getting that. I didn't mean to tell you
That's
that.
okay.
They won't. I try to rebuy it for you, and it won't come, even with the credit cards, till like January 7th. So.
It's all right.
But damn you, Amazon.
Damn you, you son of a bitch.
Damn you, you son of a bitch.
We need a button for that.
I know. I got to figure these buttons out. We're still trying to figure the sound out. So, yeah. But it's we just want to say Merry Christmas to all of you guys. Thank you guys for supporting the show. Thank you guys for following the new Instagram page with all the clips on it. Feel free to tag and share those. If you're not following us on Instagram, go to the 31 Podcast. My man Tone Gordon is just doing incredible work over there for us, and he is so sweet and so nice, just doing all this cool shit. And he's just always like, dude, you're gonna blow up in 2020. You're gonna blow up. I'm like, well, we will blow up because he's definitely coming with me if I do. But he's making some really cool stuff. So, and then all the Patreons. We have a new Patreon. I forgot. Isn't that exciting? Hold on. Let me give a shout out to our new Patreon. If you don't, I've had a couple people say, how do you support the show on Patreon? Just go to Patreon. I think it's fairly easy to sign up, and then you just pay like $7 a month, and you are on the Patreon, and you get to come to our house. You get to you can have some cookies. You can get whatever you want. Okay, let me see.
You can have a snack board.
Yeah.
One of our Patreons was over last night.
Yeah. Yeah, Patreon Greg was here.
Patreon Greg.
Patreon Greg was here.
That's what we're going to start calling him.
Was he here with us last night?
Yep, that was just last night.
Oh, God. Wow. We got drunk at the Bronco game. And then
while I was making dinner, Brandt passed out on the couch and was snoring.
I was tired. And I almost got hit by a car trying to cross the street.
You did.
That scared me last night. I was laying in bed. Well, we'll get to that too, what we were watching. But I was laying in bed and I was like, Greg like put his hand up and stopped me from, I could have been dead. So, but I'm not. But shout out to our new Patreon, Peter Summerlin. I was about to give his email away. I know you guys don't want that, but Peter Sullivan, thank you, buddy. I'm going to send you a special message soon. Thank you for joining the Patreon.
What's his name?
Peter Summerlin.
Summerlin.
Yeah. What did I say, Sullivan the next time?
Yeah.
Sorry, I get too excited. Peter Summerlin. Summerlin. Thank you, Peter. We just got this. I got the email like a day or two ago, so I'm going to send you a message. If you have a question, if you have a guest you want, let me know. And I think that gets us to 21 Patrons.
What are we going to do when we get 31?
31. I got something special planned.
All right.
So, guys, if you're wanting to do it, once
Tell
you
all
get
your
past
friends.
once you get past Christmas, I know Christmas is rough, so trust me. I wish I just had a credit card for you guys to sign up for the Patreon, but I'm telling you, it's crazy. They'll just give you free credit cards.
I
It's
do
so
not
fun.
support this. Just so we know.
I got a PayPal one. I got an Amazon Prime one. They're just like whatever, but they won't give me a Southwest one, which is the one I want.
Well, what is your interest rate on them?
I don't know. I don't look at any of that shit.
You should, because they're going to charge you every single month for it until you pay it off.
Oh well. Do you want Christmas or you don't?
Not at your financial detriment.
This season is not about interest rates. It's about the smile on your face on Wednesday morning. What is more important to me?
I don't think Ped approves.
Well, Ped probably as my financial advisor. Ped earmuffs for the, no. I'll Ped's trying to get me to run for mayor. My good friend Brian Pedersen. They're trying to get me to run for mayor in Cheyenne, and he made a very good case for it. Except for you don't want to move to Cheyenne. We could take the content factory to Cheyenne, and I would become the mayor. I would make $100,000 a year.
How long would that last? Is it like a 4-year term?
And I think I get Wyoming retirement. He was pitching me. He said, "Here's his pitch to me." He said, "You'd make like $80,000 to $90,000, but then you also get full health care. Which what's that worth? I've never had health care in my life. Then I get like Wyoming retirement fund for I think forever for being the mayor." And then, I mean, we can't imagine how much money I can make on the side, but you know, but we shouldn't talk about that. Delete. But in all seriousness, I would become the mayor, and then we would hire a manager of the city to do all like the shit that you're supposed to do, and then I would just be the face of the city. So I just run around and like kiss babies and do ribbon cuttings. And give the key to the city.
I do think that you are very qualified for that position.
Will you move to Wyoming?
I would move to Wyoming if you became mayor, but I wouldn't move to Wyoming with the chance of you potentially becoming mayor.
First of all, if you don't believe, just get the fuck off the campaign bandwagon right now. We need you to believe in this.
I do believe.
I don't know. He's like, we could raise 50,000 in a second, and I could have the smartest political minds on my side. Some of my friends that aren't comedians are actually so smart and an amazing, talented. I was talking to my political buddy in Vegas and grilling him about politics, and he's like, "Yeah, man, you could maybe do it, but I don't know." So
you were also talking to a girl at the comedy club about it the other day, and she was like, "Don't do it."
Well, that lady sucked so bad.
Yeah, she wasn't great.
I did not want to talk to her, but sometimes you just have to talk to people. That's just how shows work.
And that's also what it's like being the mayor.
Yeah, well, that is true. But if I'm the mayor,
you're getting your practice.
But I wasn't getting paid. So anyway, we might have an exciting announcement come February. Brandt Tobler for mayor of Cheyenne, Wyoming. How crazy would that be? It stems from everyone's mad at our mayor now, and then our mayor's husband got arrested yesterday for domestic violence. So all hell's broken loose. So if there's a time, I mean, they might come after me for like trying to kill my dad and stuff. Whoever's running against me might say that there might be some skeletons in my closet, but I don't know if I'm the mayor.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Your skeletons are already out of your closet.
Yeah, they're in a book.
Right. So you can't be like, oh, well, he tried to kill his dad. You're like, yeah, I know. I wrote about it, and I joke about it every night on stage.
I'm like Eminem. Like at the end of 8 Mile, I just say all the stuff about me before they can. Which you don't know. You haven't seen 8 Mile, have you?
I have seen 8 Mile.
So you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Then what happens?
You talk about this all the time. And what I was saying, because you want your blonde hair back.
Ooh.
So you're going to be like Eminem for president.
I should. Should I wish I knew how to do polls. Live poll. If you...
You can do a poll on your Instagram.
But everyone will say no because everyone said I look like shit with blonde hair.
Oh, I thought you meant for running for mayor.
Oh, yeah. No, mayor. It's a done deal. I'm ready to run for mayor. Let's do this.
All right.
For Wyoming, for the children.
I either have a long commute to work or I'm opening a salon in Wyoming.
What would you name your salon in Wyoming?
I've always thought if I was going to have a salon, I would just name it Shire Christine.
I like it.
Which is why I made my Instagram Shire Christine. But then I'm also like, people have a hard time with my name. So I don't know if that's the best like business idea.
Yeah, but it sounds like sexy salon.
Mm-hmm. The other one is Fab Lab. Fab Lab.
No.
Sorry about it.
We're not doing Fab Lab. How about Fantastic Shires?
No.
Right by Fantastic Sam's, and you just steal all their business. No. First of all, when I'm the mayor, I'm just making sure you're the only hair salon open on Friday.
I don't want you to do that.
Okay, well, let's get the show started. You ready?
I'm ready.
You know what? Let's start with a little special segment we like to call Teach Shire Sports. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So I came up with a new thing that we're going to go with this week to try to help you teach sports. I just Googled sports trivia quiz for kindergartners. So you will be taking a sports quiz that would be given to a kindergartner, which I think you know, like when you're a kid, you're like, they read at like an 8th grade level. You know sports at, I think, a kindergarten level. So are you ready, Shire?
I'm ready.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Okay. Question number 1. What is the name of the championship series that the NBA has to end the playoffs? The World Basketball Series, National Basketball Series, World Basketball Championship, or the NBA Finals?
The NBA Finals.
Oh, survey says you got it. 1 for 1. Good job, Shire. Second question. What is the line judge in tennis called? Reviewer, supervisor, chief, umpire.
The what?
What
The
is-
line supervisor? What does that even mean?
No, what is the line judge
The line judge.
in tennis called?
The supervisor.
She's going to go with the supervisor, folks. Survey says it is the umpire.
What? No.
Yes,
they
it is.
they're getting their sports wrong.
What? Sorry, but here we go. We know you like golf. Here we go. Question number 3. Which golf club would you use to hit the ball the farthest?
The driver.
Well, let me give you options. Maybe that's not one of the options. Wedge, iron, putter, driver.
The driver.
Survey says she is on fire, folks. 2 out of 3. Here we go. Baseball players stand in a circle area while they're waiting to play. What is that area called? Coaching pit, bullpen, sidelines, dugout.
It's a circle?
No, sorry, I read that wrong. That's my bad. Baseball players stand.
I think it's
in
the
a-
dugout,
in a-
but I'm
wait.
confused.
I think if you would baseball players stand in a certain area while they're waiting
Oh,
to play.
it's a
What is that
dugout.
area called? I think when I said circle area, I was thinking the batting circle. But you are right. Yes.
I think I'm above kindergarten
Well,
level.
she gets cocky. Here we go. What is soccer's international championship games called? The Global Football Championship, the World Series, the World Cup, or the Global Soccer Championship?
The World Cup.
Ooh, survey says she is on fire.
I know,
And
I'm really doing it today.
you might be smarter than a kindergartner.
I think I am.
But you never know. We get to stuff like this, the tough ones. How many periods are in an ice hockey game?
3.
1, 2, 3, or 4. With confidence, she says 3, and
See,
she
I'm
is
so good.
killing
I know
it.
so much.
In football, what is the name of the trophy that the Super Bowl winners receive? The Stanley Cup, the National Football Trophy, the Lombardi Trophy, or the National Football Cup?
The Lombardi Trophy.
Dang, you are killing it today,
I know.
girl.
Well, we saw the giant Lombardi Trophy
Where did we see that?
at Lambeau.
That is true. You would have been bad to miss that one since you were at Lambeau Field. But good job.
And it's like 3 stories tall.
Ooh, here we go, though. This is a tough one. The Olympic Games were originally played in where? Olympia, Greece, Olympia, Germany, Olympica, Greece, Olympia, Rome.
Olympia, Greece.
I hate to say she got it again. Not as... You weren't as confident, but you nailed it.
Well, because there were 2 Greece ones. I knew it was Greece.
Well, you did good, babe. Congratulations. You are smarter than a kindergartner.
That's great.
What, 7 out of 8? That was good, right?
I know. I just don't know anything about tennis. None of the scoring makes sense to me. None of it makes sense to me at all.
Well, you did good.
All right.
I'm very proud of you. Do
That's
you
great.
want one more question?
Sure.
Do you feel like you're ready for adult sports trivia?
No. Definitely not.
Well, you were pretty cocky at the end of that, so we're gonna give you.
Well,
a
I
couple
think
of
I'm
these to
probably
see.
like at a 4th or 5th grade level. Like, I don't even think I'm really to middle school yet, but I think I'm above kindergarten level.
Well, these will be more fun for the people listening at home. In 1985, Patrick Ewing was the first pick under what system?
Okay. Can you just try that again?
I know these questions are weird. In 1985, Patrick Ewing was the number 1 overall pick in what sport?
Here's what I also want you to do. Pick things from years when I was alive.
Oh, okay, that's true. Yeah, these are hard ones. I wouldn't even get. Which NFL team has the longest season ticket waiting list?
What? Oh, I bet that's Wisconsin.
Green Bay. You nailed it.
I knew it. Hey.
These are hard ones. All right. Should
All
we be
right.
done with sports? You did good today. Let's not tarnish it with these tough questions.
Do you want to talk about how athletic you are on my new toy that I got?
Oh, yes. It's not one of our regular sex toys. I'm not good on those either. But yeah, explain the new toy that you bought because we needed something to sit in our living room and gather dust.
What are you talking about? I use it every day.
Okay, explain it.
It's a board that you plank on, but it moves. So you just put your forearms on it, and then you put your phone on it. And then there's like this galaxy game you can play where you like shoot at planets, or there's like a hand glider game where you like fly through the forest. But you're planking and you're using your body weight to like move this board thing.
So the board's elevated maybe 6 inches off the ground, and it's shaped like a triangle. So you rest your elbows on the sides of a triangle, and then so you're planking. So you're looking right down at the board, and in that spot, there's a spot for an iPhone to fit in, which has games, which is hand gliding or shooting. So as you plank, as you move side to side, you shoot stuff or you fly through the trees. It's an incredible workout.
It is an incredible workout. I currently am holding a score of 318, which is not good. That's only like a minute and a half plank.
That's pretty good.
Brandt has 2 scores currently right now on the
This is not true.
on the board. His first score is 0 because he
slept.
didn't even make it through the countdown before the game started. And then the other score is 2.
Well, I slipped.
You
in my
didn't slip
defense.
for 2.
But anyway, it's a stupid ass board game that we have that tones the abs. I thought we were going to talk about one of my impressive athletic achievements.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
What impressive, like when you slipped on the ice the other day?
No, but remember in Vegas when I threw that bottle and it bounced into the trash can?
That was pretty good.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. You like threw it and it like boomeranged itself around a wall and immediately into the trash can on the floor.
Like I've said this before, I think if you said what is like your secret talent, I can make anything into a trash can.
You can make anything into a trash can.
Yeah,
Oh, I
like
thought...
throwing it. No. But I throw it. So I threw it. So the trash can was around the corner, and I threw it past the trash can, and then it bounced boomerang back right in. It was incredible. I should have. If it was on film and I put it on YouTube, it would dwarf every stand-up set I've ever put on YouTube in like 12 seconds. It's by far the coolest thing I've ever done.
It was pretty good.
So yeah, that was that. Pretty athletic. Thank you. Let's move on then.
All right.
What's next? Let's go to the next thing on Shire's Board of Fun.
Hey, babe. Oh, wait, that's not what. Hey, babe, let's talk about what you watch and recap.
What you watch and recap. Well, we watched our usual 90 Days In. It's a complete disaster. I think everybody's breaking up. They definitely should break up. I know TV wants them to stay together, but all hell is falling apart. Mm-hmm. The Turkish guy told his family about that his girlfriend has kids, and they're like, she's an awful person. We told you that from the start. She's no good just because she had kids. Mm-hmm. Told him he has to come home, so that wedding's off. Mm-hmm. He
said, we ruin everything, Anna.
Yeah. Shire's so good at the voices. Do a little more of him explaining. Do him explaining to his parents that she has kids.
Well, he said it all in Turkish.
Oh, we'll just do a little Turkish.
Yeah.
What it sounds like to you.
No.
So then the girl from the Dominican Republic who came over to be sugar daddy.
Oh, she...
With the broke guy.
She wanted to go to a strip club for her birthday.
Do an impression of her.
Well, just let me get through the story. She wanted to go to a strip club for her birthday. Her fiance did not want to go. She essentially forces him to take her. And then, oh geez, I'm knocking the microphone over. And then she gets a lap dance from a stripper and is loving it. So when they leave, he was like, I'm just like really questioning you right now. Like, have you ever been with a woman? And she was like, me? No. I mean, she kissed me once and she licked my pussy. But she's like, no, I've never been with a woman.
And then she's like, you boring.
Yeah, and then she tells him that he's boring.
She's like, it's my birthday. I should have stayed later. And he's always like, this is another red flag.
Every single week.
Yeah, she's a disaster. She just wants to be on TV. And he's all right. So that's a mess. His
relationship with his son is the sweetest, though.
Yeah, but the sad part is he has 4 other kids that he doesn't talk to.
Well,
probably.
yeah. That's what we were watching it and I said he is such a good dad to one of his 5 kids.
Yeah, the one that he's on TV with.
Yeah.
It's weird how people are great parents on TV. And then what other couple? Oh, the couple in Holland. One girl believes in God, and the other guy believes in aliens.
Yeah.
So they're on the verge of breaking up because they can't raise kids in a world where they don't agree on religion.
She's like, I will not, for my baby, I will not tell him. She's not pregnant at all. They don't even have a kid. She doesn't know if she's going to have a boy, but she's talking like she already has the son.
Yeah, so they should break up. Angela, the white trash with the ugliest mom in the world.
Michael he
didn't get his visa, so
didn't get the visa.
We don't know what's going to happen. And she says every episode, I'm a taxpayer, so I deserve to marry this African.
But we know what's going to happen.
What? We do?
It's either K1 or K done.
Yeah. So they're going to break up probably.
They're probably not going to break up. They should, though. And then the Connecticut dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and the LA dude.
Oh, yeah. There's a nerdy ass black dude that's like, says he like co-owns a record company, but it's probably going nowhere. And his girl is just like, I'm not going to work. But this dude still lives with his parents.
No, now she lives with his parents and
and
he lives with his brother because they're not allowed to live together.
It's awful, guys. So that's the update. But what else we watched last night on high recommendation, and I'm sure some of you have watched it, we thought it was fucking crazy, is Don't Fuck with Cats on
Here's
Netflix.
my recommendation on that movie. Don't fuck with that movie.
Shire didn't like it. It's a 3-part like miniseries on Netflix, and it's just called Don't Fuck with Cats. And it's more about a like serial killer, so but we're not going to give it away. He
just murders cats in the beginning, but then the rest of it is not about cats at all.
Yeah. It really doesn't have much to do with cats at all, which is misleading, but I found it interesting.
It's definitely worth a watch.
Yeah.
I just couldn't open my eyes for a lot of the things.
Yeah, so it's pretty good, though. We were tired, and it's hard. Again, you're dealing with shit in different countries where they do subtitles.
Well,
subtitles are bad when you're sleepy or when you want to like look at your phone. And
I couldn't open my eyes because I didn't want to see the horrible, horrible things.
Well, that's true. So some of you, I'm sure a lot of you already watched it. If you haven't watched it, we recommend it. It's an interesting 3 hours.
One of my clients is a psychotherapist at the crazy prisons down in Canyon City. Mm-hmm. She's like about to be a board certified psychiatrist, and she posted on Facebook today that she got through the first 7 minutes and checked out. She was like, can't do it.
Well, that's the first. I would say stay with it. Get through the first 7 minutes, just because the first 7 minutes, it's cruelty to animals, which no one wants.
It's so bad.
The part's tough, but if you can make it through the first 7, it gets pretty interesting. It's kind of fascinating. Mm-hmm. It's just, just your basic true crime shit, what everybody loves right now. So I thought it was good, so we'll see.
We'll see.
What else we got? What's next on the list?
We could, hey babe, can we talk about something that kind of has to do with this movie?
Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
So.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yes.
I'm trying to think of how to say this without giving anything away whatsoever. So the fascination with true crime podcasts, do you feel like that is causing more people to do crazy things, or like just for attention? Or do you feel like these people are just crazy? They were going to do stupid shit anyway.
I think they were just do stupid shit anyway, honestly. I don't think you're that calculated. This guy in that movie tried to be calculated, but I don't know. Do you think people do these mass shootings for fame?
Well, I don't know
if it's for fame. I think it's for attention.
But that's what I mean. Like, if all of this true crime stuff is blowing up like it is, and everybody's so fascinated by it, then any crime that you commit, like murder-wise, would potentially get you famous. So anybody could do it for fame.
Yeah, but what I don't understand is why become famous if you can't use your fame? You know what I mean? Like, if I want to be famous so I could do all the cool shit I've ever wanted to do.
Right. But you're also not like mental and have like issues.
Yeah, because if you're like famous and then you die or you're in prison the rest of life, what good is that fame? That's shit fame.
Your name just goes down in infamy.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
But I don't know. Maybe.
Hmm.
But this true crime shit is huge. I have a couple friends that have podcasts that have blown up. Just really documenting old murders.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if there's really even that much talent in it, not to shit on them, but we can all Google. It's part of the frustration I have. We're in here being vulnerable, talking about our lives, and these fucking people making all this money are just like, oh, in 1967 in Indianapolis, Indiana, a guy killed these two ladies. Here's what happened. I just read a bunch of Google articles.
Every week is a book report.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, I'm a fucking nerd. Here's what happened. Here's a couple subtle jokes. Maybe. I don't ever listen to them, but I have thought about it. I want to write like a fiction one. What if we start a podcast where just people send in who they want to kill, and then we just talk about how we would do it? and then would we be in trouble for that if we?
Yeah, probably. Especially if something happened to that person.
I thought that's what like disclaimers are for. Like, yo, this is just for.
Well, yeah, we'd have to have like probably actual lawyers write us disclaimers to protect us. Especially if, well, first of all, because that like I think it can be considered like cyberbullying, which is a whole thing now.
Anything can be.
Yeah, but if you're talking about murdering someone, like specifically and how you would do it, that's not okay.
But can't you just say for entertainment purposes only?
No.
That would be my disclaimer. As a matter of fact, I'm going to just say it right now. Anything I say on this podcast is for entertainment purposes
Well, yeah,
only.
you probably should do that anyway, so that if you ever get nominated for Saturday Night Live and...
I don't think we got to worry about that.
All right.
I'm not good looking enough.
What are you talking about?
I could have done like Mad TV. It's like my bit that I'm working on about if you're not good enough, if you're not good looking, go towards the Mississippi River. Like, I think I could act on Saturday Night Live, but those people are handsome.
That one guy that dated Ariana Grande is not handsome.
Pete Davidson? I don't know. Well,
He
maybe
looked
I
like
should.
a donkey kicked him in his mouth. I mean, he got his teeth redone, so he looks okay now, but...
Yeah, don't be making fun of people with fake teeth.
I'm not making fun of his fake teeth. I'm just saying...
Look at these beautiful fake teeth.
If he could do it, you definitely could do it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It was never a goal. We were talking about that in the green room with John Reap because we were sitting in the green room watching Eddie Murphy. All the comics were sitting around waiting to see his opening monologue because he hasn't done stand-up for a while, and it's hard. And no one had seen him out on the streets like running his sets, which is what you would usually do. But he kind of cheated and just brought out Chris Rock and Chappelle and everybody.
And he also just read
Yeah.
cue
But he didn't
cards.
really do jokes. He just did. He didn't do like when Chappelle came back, he wrote that monologue, or when Louis. It's crazy. Louis like back out. Louis C.K. I think was in Omaha this weekend.
Really?
So I don't think it'd be.
What did he do that everybody is so mad at him about?
Just he would like get girls into his room and then ask them to watch him jerk off. But then his management, then it kind of leaked out that was not a good thing to do. And then the girls kind of threatened to come public with it. And then he had like the biggest manager that kind of said, okay, if you go public with it, we'll pretty much blackball you in Hollywood. So what everyone's really mad about is that he really messed up these girls' careers is what, to me, the root of it. Because I knew about this shit way before. This was like an inside. If you look back on it, so it came out. Some girl tried to come out about him, call him out on like Reddit or something. And then Stanhope tried to claim it because Stanhope's just gangster like that. So this girl wrote up this big thing like, hey, a very famous comedian asked me to watch him jerk off in his hotel room. And then Stanhope like was like, oh, that's me. When everyone knew on the inside of comedy knew it was Louis C.K. Like everyone knew that Cosby shit on the inside way before it came out.
Yeah, okay, so here's my question about this Louis C.K. stuff. Did the girls agree to going to his room, or were they just...
Well, I think they agreed to come to his room from what I remember. And then once they were in his room, like, he's like, hey, do you care if I just jerk off and you just watch? But then they were like, in hindsight, I mean, I get it. He's super famous. And then you're like, if you're a young girl, it puts you in an awkward situation. Because I think Sarah Silverman talked about on Howard, like, when they weren't famous, like, he said one time, hey, do you care if I just jerk off right here and you go and watch? And Sarah Silverman, I shouldn't quote it like that. But so it wasn't like rape, but it was just like, but then like Chappelle talked about it, like, those girls could have just walked out the room. It wasn't like he was standing in front of the door.
Well, that's what I was just getting ready to say, is like, what I don't understand. If you don't want to be somewhere, leave.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's all a weird thing, but then in their defense, it's like, you don't know that's like your hero. If I was in a room and like Sarah Silverman was like, hey, do you care if I just masturbate? You just sit here and watch, like, don't have to touch me or anything. I'd be like, I guess, okay. And then I would go, and then I'd be like, you were not going to believe what happened. I just watched Sarah masturbate. And then I don't know how that would make me feel.
Why would you ever want somebody to watch that, though? That's the weird thing.
I don't know. People are into way weirder shit than that.
Yeah, but I would never want somebody to watch me doing that.
What, masturbate?
Yeah.
If you were just like, let's masturbation race, you wouldn't care? Or you would be like, don't watch me masturbate?
I wouldn't want you like sitting in a corner of the room just staring at me. That's weird.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
I've never asked anyone, hey, just watch me masturbate. Or
Yeah.
I've never.
If anybody ever asked me that, I'd be like, I'm good on that. I think.
I'd be like, yeah, I mean, can I just look at my phone though? I'd be like, if I was
can
a
I
girl,
just like record it?
and they were like, hey, and if I was a girl and a dude's like, hey, do you care if I masturbate? I was like, do you care if I check my Pinterest while you do? I don't give a shit. Like, I would do whatever you want over there. Like, don't shoot it on me or something. So I don't know. It's interesting to be, because Wendy at one point said that she wouldn't bring him back, which, I mean, I think Wendy's of high character, but it was at the time, I'm also like, Wendy doesn't have to bring Louis back. Wendy sells out every fucking weekend,
Well, he
It was an
probably
easy
wouldn't go to
place.
Comedy Works anyway.
No, they reached out to Comedy Works to try to get him to come back.
Oh.
No, he's doing like the Omaha Funny Bone. If he did Comedy Works right now, I would say that's probably the biggest venue or best venue he's done since he came out of retirement.
He's good though. Like,
Well, people say his new shit's good. He could sell if he announced he was do South Club Friday, Saturday, 4 shows. He'd sell out all 4 shows.
Yeah.
I bet in like a day.
well, why? I bet you anything.
I bet it'll happen.
Yeah.
I bet it'll happen.
Yeah,
in the
because Wendy's
next-
not going to say no to that money.
Yeah, you wouldn't think. I don't know. And she doesn't have to jump on the grenade of being the first. You probably don't want to be the first club with him coming back, but I knew clubs would do it. Like Omaha Fun.
Who is actually mad at him though? Female comics?
Yeah. Well, a lot of female comics have just been like, I don't know. I can't speak for female comics, but some people are like, okay, that was bad, but he apologized. And then some people, it's like everything. Some people think you should never get another chance. Some people.
That's dumb.
So I don't know if they announced that he was coming, people would definitely complain, but they're going to complain anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like the other day when we were looking through the Yelp, they're going to complain more about having to order 2 drinks and put their bag in put their phone in a bag. So I don't think Wendy really cares about the complaints. I don't know. We'll see. I would venture to guess that we'll see Louis in Denver this year, then 2020.
Well,
At
if
some
he's
point.
making a comeback, I think so.
I
Plus,
think-
what he did isn't even that bad.
Yeah.
Also, if he's your hero, just offer to suck him off. Then you don't have to watch.
I mean, that is a true statement. He probably could have fucked all these chicks.
Right.
Unless he just has no game.
Maybe he does. Well, he must not have game if he's asking people to watch him masturbate. That's the worst.
But maybe or maybe he had like a girlfriend or something. Because I guess that wouldn't be cheating. Would I be in trouble for that?
Yeah.
If I, that's a quick answer. But I didn't do anything. So then if like, I don't even know how you set this up, how I'd ever be in a situation where I was like, hey, I'm just going to masturbate, but I have a girlfriend. So you can like watch me masturbate, but you can't touch me or get near me or anything. And you'd still be like, yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Not into it.
Well, the good news
I
for you
mean,
is I'm also not into it.
All
You
right.
know?
He needs some milk.
Well, okay, that is Shire's jerk off question of the week. Louis education. I don't know what we were talking about, but don't jerk off in front of people unless they ask you to. Don't murder people. But if you do,
But if you want to talk about it, apparently you can call us
Yeah.
and we'll tell you how you should do it.
if you would like help murdering someone, please
No,
email the show
no,
at branttobler@gmail.com and we will read it next week. And
We're never going to do
will
that.
hypothetically say how you should kill somebody.
All right.
Are we on to the next
We're
thing?
on to the next thing.
Which is?
Salon stories.
Oh, salon stories. Wait, do you have a Shire quote of the week this week?
Oh. I do.
Did we set this up, or is that a lost episode no one will ever hear?
We do. Yeah, that's a lost one that no
Oh.
one will ever hear.
So I don't know if we talked about this. We recorded one,
No, yeah, we didn't talk about it.
and we recorded one, but I forgot to plug the fucking machine in.
We recorded one for last week. We didn't put one out last week.
Yeah, and it was
And we recorded the whole thing. It was like an hour and 15 minutes. And Brandt looked down at about an hour and 10 minutes in. And the mics weren't plugged in.
The board was not plugged into the computer, so it was. But we've talked about her coworker and good friend Chancellor on here before, and he is full of amazing quotes. So we are adding Shire's Chancellor
Chancellor quotes.
quote of the week.
Yes. Chancellor quotes. So this all started because of our Christmas party that we had a couple weeks ago. And one of my coworkers said something to me that was very shady. And Chancellor's response was, "Ooh,
Wait.
girl."
At a table full of everybody that works at the company,
At a table full of all of my everybody.
probably
Yeah.
12 people.
Yeah.
And then she says something shady to you.
So she looks at me and basically calls me a scorekeeper in front of everyone.
Like a little snitch ass bitch.
And Chancellor said, "Ooh, girl, she throwing some shade." And she immediately was like, I'm not throwing shade. That's not what I meant." And the quote of the week is from Chancellor when he said, "Well, girl, you may not call it shade, but I'm over here sitting under a palm tree."
I love it.
I know. So that was last week's quote of the week. And this week,
We're going to have Chancellor on because he is incredible
I know.
content.
But we need to wait until we have video because he is
he's
just
even
a
better in
gem.
person.
This week, he was talking to one of his clients about her hair. She had literally black hair and she wanted to have literally white hair. And
Which is impossible, right?
It is impossible. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen in one session that's even like a 7-hour session. She was in for like a 3-hour appointment. And Chancellor just looked at her and goes, "Girl, you better get yourself a lace front wig."
What? Which means like if she...
Which means so a lace front wig is a wig, but the front of it, like along your hairline, is actually like a really fine mesh that you essentially like glue the wig down to your hair. And so it's with the Kardashians where you can't tell where your hair starts and where the wig starts because it's lace front, so it's all kind of glued down and it just looks really natural.
I thought Kardashians had real hair.
I mean, they have real hair.
Oh, but that's not what we see?
Every episode, they're wearing a lace front wig.
Oh, how much does that cost?
A lot.
Would you get one? You have great hair, but would you get it?
Well, it just depends on like what if you're somebody who wants to switch up your hair all the time and you have black hair and you want platinum hair, you want to have a bob one day, you want to have long hair one day, you want to have a pixie another day. like you're all over the place, yeah, you should probably invest in some wigs. And you don't want normal wigs. You want lace front wigs. Because you don't want people to know you're wearing a wig.
But would we see someone just out in public with one, or it's just like really rich people?
No, yeah, you would see them out in public.
So if we see one tonight, you'd be like, that's one right there.
Yes. But a lot of times you can't really tell.
Oh, wow. That's a cool accessory. Why don't dudes do that are bald?
They do. It's called a toupee.
Oh, boom roasted.
No, they do. They make them for guys.
Oh.
But you have to literally, it's like a process. You put a cap on your head, you put the stuff on the cap, you like blow dry the stuff on until it basically glues the cap down to your head. Then you do it again, then you glue the wig on. It's like a whole thing.
Gotcha. So wait, what did that lady say when he said that?
I don't know. I just walked away. I was like, I cannot even believe that he just said this to a client. I was laughing. But of course, he's so sweet and charming.
Yeah.
That she just kind of like laughed it off. And, you know.
Well, it's the truth, too.
It was. She wanted.
He's going to keep it real now.
Oh, yeah. I know. So that was what we were laughing. That was funny.
All right.
Yeah. But my
Okay, that
salon
was
story.
The Chancellor quote of the week. Thank you, Chancellor, for being incredible.
That's right. Okay, so the other day it was just my boss and one of our newer stylists and myself working together because everyone else already left for their Christmas vacation. And I don't know how this came about, but Sierra is my other.
It's Sierra.
Yeah, she's my other coworker
Who hooked you up this week? Tell her the trade you made.
Yeah, so Sierra just moved into a new apartment, and we gave her a housewarming gift of a hot dog toaster that we won at the Comedy Works Christmas party.
And then she gave you.
And then she gave me a pair of Spanx leggings.
And they are hot.
Yeah, they're
like
pretty
black
great.
snake style or something.
Yeah, they're awesome. So
They're
anyway,
when you walked in, I was like,
Oh shit!
thank you,
okay,
babe.
go ahead.
So she was telling me, we were talking about like when couples fight, and
Which we never do.
yeah, we don't, but
It's pretty sweet.
yeah.
You guys probably don't believe that listening. I don't think we ever fight.
No.
What's the maddest you get mad at me? Like if I fart or something?
No.
If I get credit cards and buy a bunch of stuff?
That stresses me out. No, I think when I have like anxiety about something and I'm like really like in my feels, and then you start being like over the top goofy with me, and I'm like not in that headspace at all, that's when I'm like, I need you to just stop.
I just don't do the anxiety very
I know
well.
you don't.
I'm like, we're fine. We'll get through whatever.
I know.
Our dads are dead.
I know, but like when I'm like stressed that my boss is going to call me and fire me, and you're like, oh, just like, you know,
Well,
whatever.
because you don't have to worry about it.
Well,
Because you're a goddamn beast. And you could just take your talents and open Shire Christine in Wyoming and be rich and fix everyone's hair in Wyoming. Because they need you because the wind blows a lot. Is that good or bad for hair salons?
wind.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna. It's not.
Wind?
It's not gonna affect the cut or the color. It's just gonna blow the style around.
Oh, all right.
Anyway,
I'm ready.
we're talking about when couples fight,
Oh, yeah.
and
That sucks.
Sierra said that she had a neighbor, a couple, or her friend did or something. I don't know. Anyway, there was this couple that used to fight all the time, like crazy fighting. And all they ever heard was the girl screaming at the guy. And then one night it was like an extra bad fight. And apparently the girl was getting murdered by the guy.
Oh, shit.
And
Oh, hold on.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Sorry. That was the perfect time for it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
yeah, so they like overheard the whole thing, and now they have to like testify against the dude
On a podcast or in real life?
in real life. Yeah, in real life they have to like go to court and testify against this guy. And they're like in therapy for it, and it's like a whole thing because they like
Wait,
heard
really?
him murdering her. Yeah.
Jesus. Would
I
they
know.
feel the guilt of not helping him?
I don't know.
Wait, this was Sierra or this was a client?
This was Sierra. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So they have to go testify and say, hey,
Yeah.
which would be bad on this. Imagine that you're just sitting there testifying and then the family's just looking at you like, hey, fuckheads, you could have helped with this moment.
I know. Well, yeah. It's kind of crazy. Amanda and I lived in an apartment in Winter Park together when we were in college, and our neighbors, it was an apartment that was like more young professionals rather than like college students. But the neighbors right next door to us used to fight all the time really loud. And one day I left the house and there were blood splatters all over the walls.
Jesus.
Yeah. And we were like, and we never saw that chick again.
Wait, did we talk about my episode? We do so many episodes now. Did we talk about how the lady almost died at my show the other night?
No. You made someone laugh so hard that their guts fell out.
Yeah, this poor girl was sitting in the very front row, dead center. And she got up and...
Can I tell this story?
Yeah, because I'm worried that I already told it. You tell the story.
I don't know. But you were on stage and two people got up and walked out.
Where were they sitting?
That were front and center. And then another person, a while later, so like the three people right in the middle were gone. So that girl was walking down the hallway and she was kind of like ping-ponging like from wall to wall on the hallway. And one of the other comics saw her and was like kind of standing there and asked her if she was doing okay. And she like wasn't really there. And then she fell and he tried to catch her, but he missed her. And she smacked her head on the corner of the wall and split her head open. And when he went to go like help her, he realized that she had like bled out like 2 pints of blood out of her ass.
Gluten.
No, so
and he thought she was having a miscarriage.
Yeah, he thought. Well, he also didn't know it was coming out of her ass. But then she said that she had a colonoscopy, and she had Crohn's, and she like tore open in the middle of your show.
Because I was so funny.
Because you were so funny, you made her laugh so hard.
But I was so insecure about it because they all left in the middle of my show, dead center, and I thought I was in trouble for saying retarded on stage.
So Emily and I are sitting in the back, and we knew everything that was happening, but then we're watching you on stage and you don't know anything, but you keep talking about how the three people in the front row left, and then you asked somebody to take a picture of the front row because you're like, oh, this is just how my show is going, somebody take a picture. Oh, the three people left. And then there was a gold ribbon. She had this like gold ribbon probably from a Christmas gift that was on her table, and Brandt like picks it up and puts it around his neck and just keeps talking shit about the fact that these people all left. And Emily and I are in the back going, no, stop.
You got to bring a note on stage next time and just be like, and just hand it to me, and no one will get mad at you. And just go, hey, shut the fuck up. That person almost died in the hallways, so it's okay. I won't be mad at all.
All right, well, I'll do
Remember
that
that
next time.
You have all access. You don't even need a fake laminate.
I know. I was like, should I text him? He's not going to look at his phone if I text him right now.
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
I have it on my phone.
I'm just going to sit under a light in the back, and when you start saying stuff, I'm just going to be like, no.
All right.
Shake my head.
Well, we live and learn. All right, is that it? Are we
That's
done?
it.
That was the end of that segment? All right, let's wrap this up. You please tell all listeners whatever you have to tell them.
What do you want me to tell him? What I got you for Christmas?
No, absolutely not. We're going to talk about that next week, and I can't wait. And I can talk about what I got you for Christmas.
Yeah.
So it'll be exciting. But why don't you just tell them Merry Christmas? Like, do you not know how to sign off on our Christmas episode? And
You
be like,
always are the one that does it.
Well, I'm going to...
Thank you, everyone, for listening. We're so happy to have you. If you love us back, you should really become a Patreon. For the same amount as going to Taco Bell one time out of the month, you can be a part of our really cool club. That's really awesome. It's a great
And-
stocking stuffer if you haven't finished your Christmas shopping yet.
Babe, I didn't want a sales pitch. I wanted like a real thank you.
Well, that's what you know.
But if you are looking to stock your stuff, or my book's out there, free roll, can be purchased anywhere. But
All right.
let me handle this. Once again, we just want to tell you guys thank you. I know we have so many new listeners. I see the downloads going up. Like I said, we're going to double what we had last month, which is crazy. And I know it's all from word of mouth and you guys telling people and showing people and keep coming back. And we are not going to let you down. As I told you, I put this shit out every day if I can. I try to give you guys something every day. And I want you guys to be a part of it. If you can't do the Patreon, that's fine. Be part of it by sharing it, by liking it, anything. We'll just keep doing it for free. But that's all we ask is let's just try to, because the bigger we get it, the bigger, cooler shit we can do. So we hope we make you laugh. We hope, we don't make you cry, make you think. What do we do? Just entertain you.
Yeah.
We hope we make, whenever you listen to us at work or on the drive or anything, just a little better, because we really have fun doing it. And it means a lot. I get a lot of nice notes. I should read them on here, but I hate talking about myself. But it's cool. Everyone that sent, like, it makes my day. It honestly, or like when someone recognized Shire in Vegas and asked for a picture with her, and that was like really cool. So it means a lot. We are glad to have you guys, and we hope you keep listening, and we'll keep making Craigslist chaos and talking about our crazy TV shows and life. And I'm gonna, like I said, an interview. Here's the schedule coming up. This is what we are looking at. And the next month, Christy Stefano, Best Stelling, Andrew Santino, Duncan Tressel, Steve Renazizi, Michelle Wolf, Jake Johansson, Theo Vaughn, Jessica Kirshen, Rocky Laporte, Drew Lynch, Pete Lee, and Jordan Rock. I'm going to make a run at all of them.
And you are headlining.
I'm headlining January 15th at the South Club here in Denver. So if you're in Denver, I got you for free tickets. If you know somebody in Denver, if you want to give a great stocking stuffer, just give them free tickets to my show. You don't even have to tell them I give them to you for free. You can say you paid whatever it is to see me, like $15. So come see me January 15th. My CDs are on Spotify if you want to listen to shit. Keep listening. We love you guys. We hope you guys have a great Christmas or happy holidays. I think this is the end of Hanukkah. I hope you guys had a good Hanukkah. Shout out to manager Jesse at Comedy Works. And shout out to all you guys. So thank you.
Brandt Tobler for mayor.
Brandt Tobler maybe for mayor.
Signing off.
But you guys are the best. Signing off. We love you. And there'll be a new Craigslist Chaos tomorrow for Christmas. Maybe two. I might do I might do a bonus one for you guys. Try to give you that double Christmas present from us, because I know you guys are loving Craigslist Chaos. So we love you, and have a great Christmas and happy holidays, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Wait, hold on. Stall. I forgot to get the song ready.
Merry Christmas. Should we start singing Christmas songs?
Yeah, sing a little Christmas song for us, will you?
I don't think I'm going to
Just do it.
it.